Folks, law-abiding Minnesotan here with Minnesota Press, coming at you live from the Crow Wing County Judicial Center. The date is August 5th. It's Tuesday today. Time is about 8:20 a.m. The reason we're here this morning is because we just got off work and we didn't make it here before 4:30 yesterday afternoon in order to file this reply to defendant's response in opposition to plaintiff's motion to remove the dishonorable Christine R. DeMay for bias. I think the most ironic part about this motion to remove this judge that I made here a couple months ago and the defendant responded to, the most interesting part of this is a 1A speech rights case. So what happened is a legislator deleted comments from his official Facebook page, which is considered a public forum. If he wanted to delete comments on his personal page or his campaign page, he's certainly allowed to do that, but not on his official government Facebook page, which is a public forum. And what happened was he was deleting comments, blocked me, basically for explaining why he is a tyrant. He legislated a couple sections of statute that were unconstitutional, that chill us Minnesotans' First Amendment speech rights. And there is currently a Senate file in our state Senate that was raised to repeal those two sections of statute, but it is not getting very much steam. What's going on here is if you criticize, hey Pinky, if you criticize Israel, the state of Minnesota can refuse to do business with you. If you boycott Israel, say anything bad about Israel, you can say anything bad about any other country. You can boycott the United States itself, and the state of Minnesota will still do business with you. But if you boycott Israel, the state of Minnesota will not do business with you. And this legislator helped pass these couple sections of statutes. He posted a picture on Facebook. This is a year ago now when this lawsuit started, of a letter to the University of Minnesota signed by several state legislators that called for the exclusion of a certain person from employment by the University of Minnesota in their Jewish Studies program. And he posted a picture of this letter like he was bragging about it. Like, hey, we prevented this guy from getting a job because he said bad stuff about Israel. Well, it turns out the guy's Jewish, so they ruined a guy's life by writing a letter to the state of to the University of Minnesota and having all of the Minnesota House reps sign this letter, just keeping this guy from being employed at the University of Minnesota. I don't know if there's a lawsuit pending over that or not, but there certainly is a lawsuit, since I tried to call him out on Facebook a year ago and he blocked my comments, or deleted my comments and blocked me from accessing the page altogether. Once the lawsuit became inevitable, he deleted his entire page. So that's a deprivation of First Amendment speech rights, as well as 14th Amendment equal protection. Singled me out. Everybody else could still participate in the public forum except for me, because, well, he doesn't like being criticized for the stuff that he legislates. Fast forward to today. Actually, we're going to fast forward to April. The judgment went against us in this case. Last January, the judge came down with the judgment against us. The legislator filed a motion to dismiss, and the judge granted it, along with attorney fees, which is ridiculous. I'm still fighting that. And what the judge did was denied my fee waiver application for appeal. So she made a judgment that chills our First Amendment speech rights And then she tried to block my appeal by denying my fee waiver for appeal when I have a fee waiver to proceed in district court here. This same district court said my complaint was good enough to prosecute, so we went ahead with that on a fee waiver. But when the decision went against us and I went to appeal it, the judge that made the decision denied my fee waiver for appeal. And what's more interesting is the defendant motioned for a cost bond. So not only do I have to pay the $550 filing fee on appeal, which I already did, I had to borrow the money to pay it, but I also had to borrow an additional $500 to pay a cost bond. And that cost bond, in her order, that cost bond, she said she issued it because I was criticizing the judge on her January decision. And she cited lawyers' professional responsibility board rules for the reason that she issued the cost bond. I'm like, well, I'm pro se. I'm not a licensed attorney. So you can't slap those lawyers' professional responsibility board rules on me because I'm not a lawyer. So, but I had to cough up the cost bond anyway. I tried to appeal both the cost bond and the fee waiver denial, and the Court of Appeals did not allow me to appeal either one. So right now, before she decides on this motion for attorney fees or causes any more damage in my case, I'm going to remove her for bias. And one of the reasons that I'm removing her is for issuing that cost bond solely based on my critical speech of her January 27th, 2025 judgment, her abhorrent judgment. We're removing her for improper sanctions and retaliatory orders, such as denying my fee waiver to proceed on appeal and slapping a cost bond on me, trying to block my appeal, making it cost more than I have to appeal it. Well, I borrowed the money, so we're appealing it. We're writing that appeal brief right now, that appellate brief. Repeated violations of judicial policy. It is the policy of the Minnesota Judicial Branch to have these types of hearings online. It costs less, building maintenance. I don't know, but this judge has made me come to every single motion hearing in person. And then she orders extra security. Make sure I can't bring in my electronics when the opposing counsel has his electronics. Puts me at a real disadvantage. So that's one of the reasons we're trying to get her removed. Disregard of statutory fee waiver standards. Statutorily, I qualified for a fee waiver, and she just plain old denied it multiple times. Again, trying to evade review. And then ongoing conflict of interest. Because of all this, I filed a federal lawsuit against this judge, as well as the chief judge of the Court of Appeals, for deprivation of First Amendment speech rights, issuing the cost bond based on my speech, deprivation of due process rights, not allowing me to appeal the fee waiver denial or the cost bond, as well as 14th Amendment equal protection rights, and some other things. So suing a judge is if you think suing a legislator is hard, try suing a judge. It's a real uphill battle. They have absolute immunity, but there's still a chance. My appeal is still live. I have one appeal still live, and that's my main appeal. That's my principal appeal. And we are trying to get this judge removed before she screws anything else up. So that's what we're doing here today. I missed the courthouse. I work 5 p.m. to 7 a.m. Monday nights into Tuesday morning. Didn't make it to the courthouse before they closed at 5:30. Skated into work on time, but not in time to get this reply to the defendant's response in opposition to plaintiff's motion to remove the dishonorable Christine R. DeMay for bias, among other things. Let's go get this filed. You know they're not going to let me bring a phone in here. You guys probably want to watch me try and get slammed to the ground and tased, but I just got off a 14-hour shift. I don't feel like doing all that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the live off, go get this reply filed. It's already served. I already served it yesterday, so I just got to get it filed. The hearing on this removal, on this motion to remove the judge, is scheduled for August 25th. I wasn't sure if you had a week before the hearing to file this reply or 2 weeks. So I assumed it was 2 weeks just to be safe. So let's go in and get this filed. I just thought I'd give you guys an update. Any questions, concerns, or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comments section. I get back to those comments as quickly as possible, and I try to put a lot of thought into my replies to the comments, unless you're just a bootlicker, and then I'm going to go ahead and mess with you a little. But other than that, I just wanted to update you guys. Been a while since I posted a video. This case is slow. Yeah, thanks, Pinky. Stay safe. This case is slow rolling, man. It's been going on for a year or more. Yeah, just about exactly a year now. August 8th of 2024 is when I filed this case. And we're still fighting it out. We're still alive in the Court of Appeals. We'll keep you posted on what's happening. Thanks for watching. Minnesota Press, out.